They come from many nations to Chesapeake, Virginia to compete for professional pool's most coveted title. They play 9-ball pool non-stop for 7 days in a double elimination tournament format where each match is a race to win 11 games. They play for the prize fund of $250,000. In the end, only one player will reign supreme. They are the world's greatest players, and this is the U.S. Open 9-ball championship.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to the 33rd Annual U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. And for your viewing pleasure this afternoon in the Chalk-Off Arena, this is winner's bracket action. Our first gentleman is sponsored on tour by Bugsy Promotions. He's a former WPA World 9-Ball Champion. He hails from the Republic of the Philippines. Please welcome back Mr. Ronnie Alcano. Thank you. And his opponent is sponsored on tour by Mez Q's and Cafe Puro. He's a former winner of the Taipei Peace Cup, the Euro Straight Pool Championships, and a former WPA World 9-Ball Champion from Helsinki, Finland, known as the Iceman. Please welcome back Mika Immonen. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. Good luck. Kenny Schumann will be doing the officiating.
The lag for the hot seat. Two former world champions, Ronnie Alcano, Mika Immonen. And Scott Smith will let you know the result.
Look at this lag.
Mr. Immonen wins the lag. We're going to send it to the booth. Jimmy White, Danny Diliberto.
So Mika will kick things off. The race to 11 for a place in the final. And just to let you know, we've got a match on the outskirts. Johnny Archer, Warren Kiamko. The loser here will play the winner there. 4 players left, 238 started, and we're down to the last day. Rack number 1, the Iceman, Mika Immonen to break. And the A-side final of the 33rd U.S. Open Championship is underway.
Well, the 3-ball, something trickled in. But
He made a ball off the break, but he can't see the 1.
yeah, it was a 5, I believe.
Looks like he can get this, though, off that left-hand cushion, Danny.
Yeah, he does have rail first. What do you do with the 298? Is it a 3-ball combination? You know, making the 1 is not a real difficult task, but can he get and do something constructive with the 2? Apparently it's not dead, because he looked and he would have been up shooting already.
Mika has been a beaten finalist, as has Ronnie Alcano, last year, in fact, by Shane Van Boning, 13-10, that final score, when Mika lost in 2001 to Corey Deuel. Deuel threw the only shutout that's ever been here at the U.S. Open. 11-0 he beat Mika.
Yeah, I felt very sorry for him, and I like telling this story because I said, look at this. Big tournament like this, he got beat 11-0. He's never going to live it down. In the very next tournament he played in, he won. Well, he didn't get in there enough, but...
No, but the same problem facing Alcano as well. Shot at the 1, but positioned to the 2. But he's so creative, as are all the Filipino stars.
Well, could he get by the pink? Because I think if he can shoot this ball in and fall over here somewhere, he could billiard this ball in and hold the 2 for this pocket. It's a little aggressive, but that's sitting there. The 7 is sitting pretty good. Well, he couldn't do that, so he decided to play safe and a good one. Look at this control.
How about that for a shot?
Yeah, he put him in jail.
First shot at the table following the lag, and a fine how do you do?
Yeah, that's not very friendly.
Say hi to our pal Paul Zupan. He's back home now. He was alongside us for a bulk of the week. We know that Paul was going to be logging in here and watching this match, so hope you got a good seat at home, Paul. Mika weighing up the options. He knows he's still got that insurance policy in the form of the blue 2 there. And it doesn't look like it offers a 3-ball combination 2-9 onto the 8.
Does have the billiard on the 7 though, Jimmy. That 7 is sitting pretty big. That's not going to help him here. Right now he hopes he can hit this 1.
And he's got that left-hand cushion, Danny, so you really expect him to hit this.
Got a big ball.
We went too wide.
It made noise. That's it. Hit it.
Ronnie comes to the table, white ball in hand, so he's going to be able to leave himself a perfect angle, and he'll figure out a shot on that 2 now.
Well, the 7 looks bigger yet now with the pink ball there. I like that shot.
Would he take the cue ball off the side cushion and try and develop the 2?
He's going to do that, yeah. Not bad. Well, he's going to have the combination, but where will the cue ball and 2 ball wind up? Now, the cue ball is going the wrong way, but the 7 is a big ball. He's going to make that if he wants to. Got to control the cue ball. Oh, he didn't even want to do that. He's got his head set on doing this kind of stuff. That's a good shot.
Second time in a row, Immonen is coming to the table, and all he's got is a kick, and this one looks a little trickier than the first.
Yeah, I would have to try to kick and hit the second rail before I hit the 2. Man, this is really strange, isn't it? I mean, isn't this a strange way to go? Not for Mika. Nice shot, except he sold out.
No, not easy, though, getting position to the 3. This will take some kind of shot from Alcano. 2006 world champion. The same year he won the World 8-Ball Championship, so 2 world titles to this man the same year. Now, what a strike that was. Is he hard enough on the 3?
Well, a little bit weak. He has a bank, but right now it looks like he's content in playing safes. So I don't know if he's going to bank at this. Yeah, he came off the safety play, made the ball. Can he make the pink? It looks like he could.
Looks very cool right now, very composed and focused. A worrying sign for any Mika Immonen fans.
Oh, he's going to get good on this. Well, a little bit wrong angle, but he got close.
You know, last year, Danny, if you remember, when he got beat in the final, he was gutted. I went down to interview the 2 players, and he didn't even want to say a word. He was just sick. And you just get the feeling that he may be erasing those memories.
Well, he sure is doing okay so far. If he got eliminated now, he's still going to finish in the first 3.
Yeah, the loser of this match is not out of the event. You just have to take on an extra match to get to the final. So in effect, this is like a semi-final match, even though it's the last 2 on the winner's bracket. But Alcano's going to take the first rack here. And with that 9 down, the 2006 world champion leads Mika Immonen 1-0. One thing Mika said to me at the start of this match, if the racks are the same, he feels like he's breaking better than anybody. So we'll see. Rack number 5, 2-2 the score.
Yeah, he's breaking just like everybody, making nothing. Really, I never saw this table so fickle. And yesterday we had 4 go in on the break.
Well, do you know something, Danny? I think it's also fair to point out it's raining today here in Chesapeake, and the weather affects the way a table plays.
Yeah,
And it gets when it gets damp and wet outside, everything plays just a little bit more sluggish.
Yeah, but why does the break have to get worse? It's got me crazy for 40-something years to break. What are we going to do here? Going to dare him?
He's going to push.
He's going to dare him.
Well, he can't possibly get from the 1 to the 2. That's Ronnie's philosophy here. So just push and try and leave that cue ball near a cushion.
Boy.
By the way, he was winding up at that.
Yeah. Well, he does have a bank. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll
and
say
he
he
can
does.
Go to the 2. Cross corner and go 1 rail right to the 2.
Well, that's his safety anyway. Even if he hits it wide,
right.
side cushion, and lay that 1 on the top cushion. So I expect Mika to take this.
Of course, the 5 enters if you do that, or that's the 3 ball. He did the bank, missed it by a hair, and look at this control.
Oh,
He was there.
Just moved just to try and get that cue ball past the 9. I'm not sure that he did, but that was a pretty good shot. And had that 1 gone in, look at the position to the 2.
Well,
so that was certainly worth the risk. A little bit of a questionable push from Ronnie Alcano there.
And he took a long time to push. Okay, he's going to hit this. It's a pretty big ball. So he did hit it, but I don't think he's going to like it very much. Well, can he get to the 2? Can he shoot the 1 in the side and miss the 8 and 9? Or is he going to shoot it? Well, I don't know. He's got to miss the 8 and 9 going in, and I think he'll be fine. He did miss the 8 and 9, and he did get fine, and he has easy position to the 3.
And it looks like that 8 will pass the 9 to the bottom left corner.
Yeah, it does. It does.
This is Mika Immonen's best chance to try and go in front. He hasn't seen the lead in this match. Just talking to Rodney Morris prior to this A-side final and asked him when his next tournament was, and he said he head straight over to Asia. He's gone for 6 weeks.
Holy God.
So these players, they spend more time in the air than they do on the ground.
That's a long flight, too, to Asia. You can't go much further from here. What is going on there? I mean, it must be a sizable tournament or he wouldn't travel halfway around the world.
I think there's probably a few tournaments if he's going to spend that long there.
I'm jealous. I wish I were going. Perfect. He got the angle for the angle. He is playing, like I said, most consistent all week from what I see. You know, we've had some hot matches by players, but they have not kept it up the whole tournament. This guy is, and he hasn't had a close match, I don't believe.
The first man to take 2 in a row. And that's Mika Immonen. And now a 3-2 lead over Ronnie Alcano. The race to 11 from the Chalk-Off Arena. Rack number 6. And Mika Immonen with a 3-2 lead.
Well,
Wing ball, but the cue ball's in as well.
Cue ball too.
Can't help that. That ball got kicked into the side. He just puts his arms up in despair. Nothing you can do about that. You take your chair and hope that your medicine isn't too strong.
Yeah, you can almost say he's going to get this game. You got to hope he doesn't string a bunch of them. And the way the balls are breaking, I don't know if anybody's going to string him. He finally made a ball, but he made the cue ball also. Like you say, it wasn't his fault. Something came and kicked it in.
Alcano and Immonen both made their way to this A-side final with identical scores, 11-7 wins. Immonen over Johnny Archer and Ronnie over the Rocket, Rodney Morris.
I'll tell you how optimistic Ronnie Alcano is. He's going to go into the 7 and 9 to open that a little better for the future. That's what he's trying to do. And he did it. That's just enough.
Smart shot.
So very, very intelligent. I'll tell you, I marvel at the Filipinos. Who did they learn all this pool from? I could imagine playing a lot and becoming good ball pocketers, but where did they get all this little knowledge and creativity? It's unbelievable to me.
Three into the side, natural angle to go up for the 5.
Got to draw the ball a little. And he had to leave an angle to get to the 6. That's what the game's all about, leaving an angle for an angle for an angle in 3s.
Players the age of Ronnie Alcano, they probably studied under the likes of Perica in the early days before Perica made his way over to North America, and certainly Reyes, Francisco Bustamante as well. They've had a number of great players to just sit and watch. I don't know about you, Danny. When you were young, did you emulate anyone? Was there someone you maybe tried to copy their style?
I'm so old that I don't remember. But no, I'm only kidding. I liked Irving Crane's straight pool, but he was in my area. And of course, I always rated Lassiter amongst the best 9-ball players ever.
Well, was there anyone, though, that you felt influenced your game?
Well, I'll tell you, we got a little time. I went, when I was like 19 years old, to an afternoon exhibition by Willie Mosconi, straight pool. And he ran 100 both matches. From that moment on, I started running balls. So it was like contagious. You know, I saw the little nip bunts and all that. And from that day on, I started running balls. So I would have to say Mosconi influenced my straight pool.
Well, I certainly think it'll be along the same vein with players like Alcano and the Warren Kiamcos you see, certainly the Pagulians and Cortezes or Colos, all those top Filipinos. I think that they probably just for hours upon hours just watched players like Perica and Reyes and Bustamante, and how can you not pick things up?
Yeah, you have to. If you have any intelligence at all, you'll pick it up.
Alcano looking here, the 8 to the 9, plenty of angle. He's keeping Immonen in his crosshairs, but he needs a little help here.
Snookered.
And that is not ideal position. That's a little too close to your work.
He's going to have to bank this ball now. And it's a little off angle. You know, it's very missable, but, you know, I like to say...
He's cutting it into the side.
Is he? Well, he's not happy with the bank. You see the bank. If he banks this, as he cuts this 9's getting a little left-hand English on to overcome
he's banking it now.
Yeah, you got to overcut it a little because you're putting left-hand English on that ball. It's going to go sharp.
Oh, what a shot. He needed it, and he got it. No emotion from Alcano. 3-3 confirmed here. The 33rd U.S. Open 9-ball championships. So Alcano steps up. We'll see if he hits him a little harder. It's a 5-3 lead. The winner's bracket final. He certainly did. Got the one into the side.
Where are you, 2? Could he make it? I think he could. How do you get to the 3?
The 3 is blocked off at the top end of the table by the 7 anyway, so no value in attacking here.
Well, if you got real good on the 3, you have a good combination, but I don't see how he can get real good on the 3 from this position. I don't think he could draw it straight back. It has a little too much angle for that. He's looking at it.
You can certainly see it. Whether or not he can see enough to make it, well, that's certainly in doubt. Is he looking at? He couldn't be looking at the 9 here.
No, because if he could glance at that much, he could make it. I was going to say that Eddie Taylor would bank it one rail long and draw back, and he did that. Eddie Taylor did stuff like that. Of course, Eddie Taylor, one of the greatest bank pool players ever, but I didn't imagine it was in Alcano's repertoire.
Well, you said how creative he was.
Yeah. Big
I mean, the way he was queuing up, I thought to myself, well, he's hitting it. But again, I never expected him to try and bank that 2 either. What a shot from Alcano.
The crowd loved it. And in fact, the only one who didn't love it was Mika.
5-1, Kiamko over Archer.
It's got to fall on the 4, and this rack could be over. Well, he was happy to get this angle, and that angle brings him to the 5. You know, I started to mention
beautiful control.
I started to mention him banking one rail at that ball and coming back, but I didn't want to sound silly. Made a great shot. Yeah.
One good shot laid the foundation for this rack. And when many in attendance, including us, expected a safety, Alcano turned it into a winner.
Amazing. Great shot.
That's 4 in a row, and it's now a 3-rack advantage. 6-3 over Mika Immonen.
Well, you came with a good name for him now, being that his name is Alcano. You said put a V on it and call him Volcano. That could be the start of a name.
He's sizzling right now, I'll tell you. And he just doesn't look like missing even half chances he's taken to the bank.
Yeah, he has total control of the situation.
And Archer has just missed the 8. And the cue ball has gone in, so that's going to be 6-1 to Warren Kiamko in a couple seconds over there. And this is now 8-3 on the main match table. Ronnie Alcano doing the business here against Mika Immonen. And again, that facial expression doesn't change. Win or lose.
No, he probably is a great poker player.
And there's your stats. Alcano over 900, Immonen just over 800, so quite a disparity as far as our pro rating stats are concerned, but an 8-3 advantage to Alcano, and with the break in rack number 12.
See if the 1 goes in the side again. He's been making that consistently. There it goes. There it goes, and look at the way the balls took their places.
The 6 and the 8 on the left-hand side. Difficult to tell whether that 6 is available. The 2, 3, and the 5 are all right there at Alcano's mercy.
Well, it looks like you could possibly get in there and cut the 6 in, but then position back to the 8 will be a little tricky. The 7 is on the end rail.
Yeah, certainly, even if the 6 is available, the 6 to the 7 is an issue.
Big issue.
Well, that's a ways down the road here in rack number 12. 8-3 Alcano's lead.
He'll figure it out.
He might try and develop the 6 here if he can reach this. Will he try and get over to that 6?
I think he should. I think he should. He did it.
Yeah, he's some kind of player, this man.
A thinking player.
But he executes as well.
Yes, he does.
And he's got the angle to go up table. And what looked like it was going to be a very difficult out
He made it look easy.
He made it look easy.
Of course, we're giving it to him. He's not out yet, but look at this. These are not accidental angles he gets. He's going to have to shoot this fairly soft.
And in this kind of form, could you see anybody toppling Alcano?
Right. He didn't even want to think of rolling that softly with a little left. He got a good angle here, and I'm sure he's going to fall on the 9.
He's missed it. He's missed
Overcut
it. He's human.
Oh.
He is human. What a miss.
Oh, boy.
Unexpected. And look at Immonen. 8-3 the score in favor of Alcano. And who would have believed that Alcano was going to miss that 8? He had done all the hard work in this rack.
But in fairness, that was not that easy a shot. That's why I like shooting the 7 softly with left and get a little better. But
he was playing on a different stratosphere.
Right. You're right. Yeah, he's in the zone, and he got unzoned. He's drawing. This is another one I like rail first. He's fine, but that side pocket entrance.
Well, you're going to hear some applause here. They want to see more pool. Mika Immonen finally halts Alcano. 6-rack run brings the score back to 8-4. Rack number 13. It's 8-4 in favor of Ronnie Alcano. Mika needs to string some together, and breaks like this won't hurt. Got the 1 sitting up to attention. Good positional shot to that 2. And he may have laid the foundation for this rack. And the Philippine train motors on the outside table. 7-1 now Warren Kiamko. And Mika Immonen is looking to derail that Philippine train on the main table.
No good. Well, he didn't want to hit that, but he did all right. Good shot.
His diamond match table is played so consistently. I think the players know exactly what to expect, and that's all you can ever ask from a pool table. Just be consistent. When the ball's hit good, accept it. Perfect angle on the 6. Can play the 7 to the same pocket.
Yeah, he'd like to get straight in on the 7, which he has a chance to do. And he did. Stop, stop.
Just like that, Mika Immonen back on the road to recovery in this match. And that brings it back to 8-5. The Iceman will have the break in rack number 14. Both matches really motoring here today. Day 7. We've got our A-side winners match up here. Mika Immonen, Ronnie Alcano, 8-5 to Alcano right now.
Well, he tried what Alcano's been very successful at, and he didn't like it. He whacked the shaft on the table because he didn't make the 1 in the side, and Alcano's been doing it every time. He's a little, you know, he feels a little jilted there. I don't blame him. He showed a little emotion, slammed the shaft on the table. He doesn't like it. He's talking to himself. He's mumbling.
Mika sponsored by Mez Cues, Ronnie Alcano by Predator Products, Predator Cues. And I think Predator, well, they're probably in the hands of at least 50% of the world's top players. A little straighter on this 2 than he might have liked. The 3 wide open on the right. The 5 creates a little bit of a problem. Doesn't pass to the pocket that it would be ideally placed to attack. So from the 4 to the 5 is something that Ronnie Alcano is going to have to try and weigh up.
Well, he's going to take the cut on the 3. He's going to come back a little, I think, and just take the cut, try to fall on the 4. He'll have to figure out the 5 in a little while. Oh, he went forward 2 rails. What a stroke that was. He had a good angle to do it, apparently. But the big problem is, like you said, the 5 ball. It goes in that other corner where he's going to shoot the 3, but you got to fall on the 4 perfectly to be able to do that. Boy, he likes going forward. He almost knocked it out. He might have.
He probably was trying to develop that 5,
Yeah.
and he might have moved it enough where it goes by the 6.
Yeah, I think it does. Another great shot.
Just the subtle things.
Well, that's a big shot, you know, because I noticed that too. The Filipinos all know how to open up little clusters and play position on the next ball also. And that's what he did.
What a shot from Alcano again.
Yeah.
But he'll guard against complacency. He missed that 8 a couple racks ago. You can't see him missing anything easy in this one.
Okay, what do you do here? Can he go forward with right-hand English and get to the ball? He got a little wrong angle because if he goes 2 rails, I think the 9 is in the path to get to the 7.
He's looking at 2 rails. I think he can just draw this, spin it off the 2 cushions, get back to the middle of the table, even close to where the cue ball is now.
Don't you have to watch out for the side? Got to shoot softer, I guess. You get it? He was going at that side, but he was smart enough to know when you're going towards the pocket, don't shoot hard enough to reach it.
Perfect angle to slide over for the 8.
Oh, he's very zeroed in, man. He's playing great.
He is. I think the 1-8 that he missed when he had put a 6-pack together against Immonen is, it was as much he just didn't look at the shot as carefully as he could have. More careless than anything. It wasn't easy, but I mean the way that this man's playing. Is there anything tough? And that brings the score to 9-5. Mika mounted a comeback, but it didn't amount to much. Alcano with the break to come in rack number 15.
Well, Archer won a game, and it's 7-2, I believe, and he just went off the table on the break. Not a good idea. He's the only American left in the...
In the last 8, there were 3 Americans, 3 Filipinos, and 2 Europeans.
well,
In the last 4, 2 Filipinos, 1 American, 1 European. And 1 American is in serious trouble of going out.
Well, he didn't make it in the side once. Didn't make anything. Well, tell me, isn't Mika like an adopted American? I mean, he lives here now.
Lives in New York.
We can't call him an American,
You can if you want.
but he's finishing high, so, you know, we got to do that.
You can call him an American, but I know he plays on the European team in the Moscone Cup.
Yeah. Okay. You got to play to make both of these here. You know, don't try to get behind these balls. They're both going to go in, so play position for the 3. Well, he made the 8 anyway. I wouldn't have gambled. I would have shot them both in and gone to the 3. But he's in the final 2 on the winner's side, and I'm not.
You're going to be in the final for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking. But that's a pleasure. That's a pleasure. That's a good substitute.
No obstacles here for Immonen.
Well, he's got to get an angle on the 5 to get to the 6, but I imagine he'll do that. You want an angle, but you also want an easy shot. That's what makes a great position, like this. Automatically bouncing to the 6 ball, and a pretty easy shot. That's good position.
Was slightly overran. He hit that pretty smooth. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was the 8. He's actually perfect on the 6. I thought he was looking at the 7 to the 8, but no, this is all right. I'll change that thought.
Well, I think he has to draw the ball so he won't have to walk and waste some energy. You know, shoot them both in that pocket. He only has to go 3 feet.
The most racks Mika Immonen has dropped in any match was 11-8. His win over Jose Perica. He's down 9-6 here to Alcano. He's got the break in rack number 16 to come. Rack number 16. A 9-6 advantage to Alcano. And all that time, Mika gets a ball. He doesn't want that 1 going in because he can't see the 2. And where that 2 is dropped, now, a very tough push from this spot. And I'm assuming that he can't see it.
Well, in reality, if the 1 didn't drop, I don't see how he could have made it anyway.
And confirmation on the outside table, Archer has got 1 foot out the door and the other one on a banana peel. 10-2 to Warren Kiamko.
That is kind of an upset. You know, they all had Archer the favorite, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, what do you do here now? Can he hit any part of the 2?
And where do you push from here?
Well, I think, well, I don't know. I like tying balls up, but I don't think he can do that. You got to tie balls up and leave some kind of shot at the 2 also, but
it looks like he's going to try and jump over the edge of the 9.
Yeah. That's what he's doing.
And he hasn't broken his cue down yet, so he's going to try and do it with a full-length break cue, which is a harder tip, so it's easier to jump than a normal cue that you would play with.
Well, if he happens to make this, he's going to have position.
Well, now he's broken it down.
Yeah. He overcut it. Will he get away with it? It looks like he's going to. I don't.
Well, for the time being.
Yeah, Alcano's safe. He's going to have to kick here. He's going to try to spin kick it in. Of course, where the 3 is sitting, he could do this, but don't scratch. It looks like he might scratch, too.
He's made it.
Yeah, but he might scratch. Perfect control. It's just going his way. You know, he's playing good, but it's going his way.
Now, this is a very thin cut into the side. I don't know whether that's a possibility. You can't defy the laws of physics.
Well, he's going to hit the paint. But will he hit the 4?
Yeah, this is tough.
Will he shoot?
That cue ball is just married to that top cushion.
Yeah.
And you can see how fine this is. That ball is just past what would be the center of that side pocket. And even looking from an overhead perspective, you get a little better look at how difficult this shot is.
Oh, he
What a
fanned it.
shot. What a
He-
shot from Alcano.
He did hit the 4, but that didn't hurt him none.
Last year's paint, he had to take off that 3 to
Yeah.
make it into the side pocket.
Yeah, he sees the goal line for sure.
Well, real test of cueing, and he passed with flying colors there. And Archer is at least going to play one more rack in that outside match. He checked that cue ball off that bottom cushion, just played a little bit of left-hand spin to straighten that white out, and Mika Immonen knows. If he didn't know before, he knows now that he's got a tiger by the tail.
Well, do you draw the ball one rail? Can you hit it full enough? That's what he's gonna do.
Is he gonna draw and spin it off 4 cushions
I don't know about
with
that.
a lot of left-hand spin?
Well, the 8 gets in the way then.
There you go, 4 cushions, Danny.
Oh, perfect.
What a
Jimmy,
shot.
what a call.
What a shot he's played there.
He's feeling real good.
I mean, he's making real tough shots. He's making real tough shots look easy.
That was a tough shot. 4 rails on that shot. Great shot. He's going to get on the hill. Whatever that means.
And Mika Immonen, right now, everything holds true. Looks like he's going to be facing another Filipino for a chance to get back at Alcano. Because Warren Kiamko is in the process right now of trying to clear up against Archer, and the hill arrives for the 2006 world title holder. Ronnie Alcano now 10-6, the lead over Mika Immonen.
Warren Kiamko is going to try to make him finish 3rd, I believe, if he gets through Archer, and he looks like he's going to do it.
Yeah, he's looking at the combination here, the possibility of the 3-9. But obviously he'll be playing it with a bit of safety in mind. Be able to run with the cue ball. I like this with Archer, though. There's no give up in him, Danny. I mean, 10-3, how easy would it be to just throw your cue at something?
11-time player of the year. I don't think there's any quit in him.
He's got the 9. So another rack. Archer not ready to go home just yet. Well, Ronnie Alcano has come back to the main arena, the Chalk-Off Arena here at the Conference Center in Chesapeake. Mika Immonen is yet to make his way back. There's some numbers. You can see Alcano with a 910 batting average, pretty strong. And Mika just making his way back now. Last year's runner-up, breaking for the match. 10-6 he leads. Bidding to get back to the final.
Well, he didn't make the 1 in the side, but he did make a ball, and he's got a shot on the 1. It looks like it carries natural position, 1 rail. Cut it inside, go 1 rail to the 2 in the corner. Well, he's going to do 2 rails, so he gets a little bit better shot.
He's perfect on the 2.
Yep.
I don't think Mika's going to have to wait long to start preparing for his next match. They're still in doubt as to who it's going to be against.
But you could guess, Kiamko's on the hill, and Johnny Archer needs, I think, 7 games.
Thinner hit on this 5 than I think Ronnie might have
No.
liked.
He didn't, which makes it tougher to control to get to the 6, but I think he'll handle the 6 is out in the open, so you'll have many pockets to get to. He made that one. Is he going to freeze on this 6? No, he's okay. He's going right at the 6.
Important to leave an angle on the 7. He'll want to slide that cue ball back over for the 8. He likes to stay low.
Got a perfect angle. He's over the top of the 9, but I don't think that'll hurt him. Can he draw it past the side on this side? Looks like he could.
Bridging over the 9, not making this shot any easier.
Yeah, it didn't look too tough. Did he get straight? Well, he's got a little angle. He could either bounce the cue ball off the rail or go forward a couple rails, but he's got a perfect bounce angle. Center ball and pound it.
And did he ever? And to guarantee himself no worse than a second place finish.
Yeah.
And a place in the final. Ronnie Alcano takes out Mika Immonen, bumps him to the loser's bracket. 11-6, the final score. And he will now sit back and wait.
The U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship is a production of Billiard Club Network. For more, log on to billiardclub.net.